Hi everybody, welcome to Paper Wishes Weekly Webisodes. I'm Lene Gehrig, and today you guys, I have got the most adorable washi tapes. You guys, these are from AALL Create, okay? And they're the kind that you assemble kind of like a puzzle. They're so cool. Look at that. There's 3 different kinds. This one right here is called Blooming Splodge, okay? We think it's because it has little splotches on it. And then this one is Growing Male. And then this one is Nostalgic Post. There's a letter. And then this one is Jarred Blossoms, because they're all in these fantastic jars. You guys, I have such a really fun time making these cards, and so did Debbie. We can't wait to show you all the tips and techniques. This is our giveaway card for this episode, so if you stick around, you'll learn how one lucky viewer can win this card to keep or share with a friend. So come play with us. All right, so for this card, you guys, this is our giveaway card. I'm going to tell you about the process with the washi tape first, and then we'll talk about the card and the giveaway. So how this works is they come in rolls of washi tape like this, and some of the images you want to start from the top, and I'm going to explain what that means. Some of them you're going to cut strips and you're going to start from the top, and some you're going to start from the bottom. So here's one from the top, and this one I accidentally just ripped the edge, but that's okay. All right, and you're just going to put it, I like to put it kind of on the edge of either the top or the bottom, so that way I can start off with a nice straight line. And then you'll see how like you can just fix any tears, just like that. All right, so that's the first line or strip, and then you're going to go like this. You're going to tear the next one off. I like to tear them off while they're on the roll, and then you're just going to align this. You're going to be like, okay, here we go, and I'm going to align it by the petals on the edge of the one above it, and then you just kind of go like this. It's kind of tricky for me because I'm not like right over the top of it, because frankly, I don't want you to look down at the top of my head. So we're just going to do the best we can here. There we go. See, that image is aligned, and then we're going to do the next one. So if you love puzzles, this is for you, because these are fun. And you'll see there's a sort of a space between where the images start. We're going to tear it right there. Okay, and this next one, I'm just aligning it at the center where these images are. I'm going to move it over a little bit. And then if you get it, if you're like, oh, there's a line there, just lift it up. It's washi tape, it's repositional. And then just align it again, and this time just try to get a little closer. You don't want to overlap them though, okay? You don't want to overlap the tapes. You just want one right up next to the other. Okay, there's the space. You're tearing it, and then when you do this again, that's the next image. So that's the next one that repeats on the roll. We're going to take this one, and we're aligning like that. Oops, and I have a line. I don't want to have the line. I know people are like, I like the line. It shows that it's washi tape. That's not me. You do it how you like. There we go. All right. And then what I would do is I'm just going to take a paper trimmer and then just trim that image down like Debbie did right here. Squared it off. So easy. And then she layered this with some paper. So let me tell you what she used here. She used, well, first of all, I forgot to tell you the most important thing. She actually used, okay, we used this one right here on this card, and then she used this one, which is Nostalgic Post, okay? She used this one to cover the edges of the card all around this 5 by 6.5 inch card. See the background, how you can barely see that image, but it's just picking up the color. So that's what she did. She took lengths of tape and she just went like this and like this and like this. You don't have to cover the whole card, okay? And that made this cool background. And then she took from Tulip Parade, let me get rid of all this. There's this beautiful pink paper here, and she matted it with the coordinating cardstock, and that's this one right here. And then she took the image, she squared it off with her paper trimmer, and she used both white cardstock and the pink cardstock, inking the edges in between with cocoa bean and a little blending tool. And then she foam taped this matted image on this one, okay? Then she took these fantastic, these are brown fancy border dazzle stickers, okay? And she took this one right here in the center. Okay, little diamond shaped one. She put some across here and here. And then the thanks is from our brown script greeting dazzle stickers. It comes 3 sheets to a pack, and each sheet has different sayings. I think they repeat twice, but then you get new ones, okay? And she put thanks right there at the bottom of the card. And this is our giveaway card for this episode. So let me tell you about that. So how that works is we're promoting our Paper Wishes YouTube channel. So if you're watching us on our Paper Wishes webisode page, you can either expand the screen on your computer and click on the YouTube icon, or you can hop on over to YouTube and just search Paper Wishes. And then when our little dandelion symbol comes up, it says Paper Wishes, click on that. And then we ask you to subscribe to that Paper Wishes YouTube channel, like this video with a thumbs up, and then leave us a comment. And then after about a week, we'll reply to one of those comments with congratulations, YouTube username blank, you won this card. And if you don't know your YouTube username, it's labeling the comment that you would have left. So if you just go back and look at your comment, you'll remember what it is. It's also a good idea to hit that notification bell, because it'll tell you when we are dropping a new video or when we're trying to contact you about winning your card, okay? That's really important because we give you instructions on how to claim it. So definitely do that. So yeah, I really hope you guys participate. It's always fun to give away a card every week. We do that every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday video, and you would need to participate separately in each of those videos. You only have to subscribe once to our YouTube channel, but you do need to like and comment each video after that. All right, so this one, you guys, is a 5 by 6.5 inch card. This one uses, here we go. This one is growing male. This is the image that Debbie did here. And look, she used some oval cutting dies for this one, but she did something a little tricky, okay? She actually put this on the white cardstock, okay? And then she went ahead, because that oval is not going to fit this space, right? It's going to come down here. She just took some more of this image and she just put it down below. You can see it right here. So she just kind of started the image again. And then she went ahead and die cut the oval, die cut the scallop from black cardstock. Then she just cut a little shape and she put it right over the seam between these images right here. And that's where her little We're Together Reading Dazzle stickers, they come in a pack of gold and silver and this pretty coppery brown, and I guess it's bronze, and then the white ones right here. And you get multiple sheets, and she put them Missing Our Time Together right there, so sweet. And then one of these little corner dazzles in black, they just peel right off these little corners. She put them here and here, and then 2 of them right here. It almost looks like a butterfly. Now, here's the other thing that Debbie did, which is tricky, okay? Instead of for the background, she actually added more washi tape to the background of this, but look what one she used. This one. Those don't look the same at all, and it's because she put this image over black cardstock, and look how it changed. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. So here's this first one. This one also starts at the top. I think there's only 1 or 2 that start at the bottom. All right, and then look how different that is. And then oops, over too far, Lene. Okay. It is fun to like assemble these and see what they look like. The first time you get them out of the package, you're like, ooh, I wonder what it's gonna look like. And then you're piecing it together, just like a puzzle. Has anybody ever done a puzzle contest where they do it blind without looking at the box? I have a friend who likes to put together her puzzles like that. She doesn't look at the box. She just dumps it out. That's hard. So look at that. It gives the image a completely different look. It goes sit way back, makes it look, I think, much more antiqued looking. I wonder what it would look like on brown cardstock. That's really cool. Okay, so that's what Debbie did on her background here. She obviously put it on black and then glued the black to more black on her card because it's got such a nice sharp edge there all the way around. She didn't trim it and then stick it to her card. All right, really beautiful job. Let's take a look at some more. Oh, on this one, you guys, look at this one that Debbie made. This one uses the nostalgic post with the cute little envelope and the butterflies. Oops, sorry, there we go. This is a Slimline card. There we go. So this one is 8.5 inches by 3.5 inches. And then let me share with you what she used as her background paper. This is brand new, you guys. This is Mystical Florals 12 by 12 pattern cardstock. Absolutely gorgeous. You can see all the different little papers here. And Debbie used, let me see, which one did she use with the green? I think she used this one as her green background, and then there's another one that has this fantastic little dandelion border, which she put right here. So there's a strip of dandelion border here and here. She also used some gold, oh, here we go, gold mirror straight line dazzle stickers on the edges of the paper, on the edges of her little washi tape image here. And then she used a cutout from the paper pack, and she actually matted it with gold Miri cardstock and then foam taped that right there. Didn't she do a beautiful job on that little Slimline card? All right, for the last one, you guys, remember this one. This is the one, this one, I have to remember, this one is the Blooming Splodge. Splooge, splooge, splooge? Is that what we decided? Splodge. Jeanette is being very helpful me today. I'm having pronunciation problems. Okay, so this one, you guys, is a center step die cut card. And there's also a cutting die that will make this same card. I used the die cut ones that are all assembled with the envelopes, but I will also put down below the video. If you're watching us on our Paper Wishes webisode page, you can look down below the video where we have all the items that we used and also full color photos of the projects. And I'll put the cutting die for this center step card down below there. And if you're watching us over on YouTube, just look below the video in the description box and there'll be a link that'll take you to this Paper Wishes webisode page. All right, for this one, you guys, yes, use this one, but I used a circle die to cut it in this nice circle shape, and then I matted it with a 4-inch white paper doily right there, and then just glued that on there. And then my background paper, I used 6x6 watercolor wildflowers pattern cardstock, and specifically I used this one. I actually cut the border off of this one. What was I thinking? This is not a full 6x6. I just grabbed one randomly and missed out on that one. So it's right there, and then I cut this one down, and then I used what was left on the top down at the bottom, and then I used the sides right here and right here, okay, to assemble that card. And then I used our pearl gold fancy border dazzle stickers. I used one right here and one across the top edge, of course, before I put my doily on there. And then this doily, I don't know if I mentioned it, I foam taped the doily to the center. Here's a little cutout from the paper pack, and I just glued that as well. I did ink all of my paper edges before gluing them down with a little cocoa bean. Yeah, this was just a really easy, super, super easy card to put together, and I think what a presentation because it stands up so nicely. All right, you guys, I think I covered everything. I don't know why I saved this, but this is what it looked like after I die cut it. Just to show you. All right, so definitely take a look at these fantastic washi tapes. They're so fun if you get together with some girlfriends and play with washi tape. This is just a new way to use it. We love it here. So definitely check out the Money Saver. It's on the right-hand side. All of the items are listed down below the video. Don't forget, this is our giveaway card. And also, if you're watching us over on YouTube, hey, subscribe to our channel. It helps our small company. And definitely look for that link down below the video. Thanks for joining me. My voice is going out. Goodbye, everybody.